Hey, what is going on? Of course, to all of my bookish freaks out there, it's me, Amira Blaze, and welcome back, guys, to a very special episode of Bookshade. And of course, I am your host, Amira Blaze. So, guys, usually I update this program, Bookshade, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but this couldn't wait. You guys, as the bookish freaks, have been like telling me nonstop, like, when are you going to talk about the romantic tropes on lovetropes.com and the new like updates? It's been updated, guys. So we gonna do that today. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. For today's episode of Bookshade, I am going to actually do a complete run through an explanation to the best of my ability of all the different new and updated romantic book tropes that can be found on the lovetropes.com website. So if you're not familiar, guys, with lovetropes.com, what's wrong with you? Go check it out right now. But that's what we're going to be doing, all my messiness aside, guys. Lovetropes.com is a website, guys, where you pick a romantic book trope, and then the website gives you recommendations based on that trope. How sweet is that? Okay, so I'm not gonna waste any time, guys. This is going to be probably the longest video I have ever done on Bookshade, but you know what, guys? You wanted this, so I'm going to bring it. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get started with looking at all of the updated romance book tropes that can be found on lovetropes.com. I will have the link, guys, below today's video, so that way you can check it out too. Because, guys, let me tell you, I am obsessed with this website. I have found so many new reads that you guys are gonna really enjoy me doing wrap-ups on, and you know me and my very spicy, okay, commentary, and you know how I do. All right, so let's not waste any time here, guys. We're going to get started right now. All right, so when you get to the main page, guys, of the lovetropes.com website, this is exactly what you're going to get. This is how it looks. Okay, so I did do a video probably like 2 months ago, and I didn't have a chance to go through the website completely, but we're gonna do that right now. So I may have some overlap from the previous video that I did, but I just wanted to include everything that is currently updated as of right now. Okay, and they changed the website a little bit. It still looks the same as before, but you'll see in a moment here all of the changes. So let's get started, right? Okay, I keep talking. Let's do this. So the first trope that we're going to be looking at is menage. Okay, so you're probably wondering, like, what does that mean? Okay, so menage, guys, if you think about it, you know that term menage a trois, threesomes. That is what this trope is about. So if you're into threesomes, this is gonna be your thing. For me, it's not my cup of tea because there's just so much action going on, and I'm just like, who's starting, who's finishing, like what is going on? Okay, so let me make sure I position myself here so you guys can see me here. But that's what a menage is. Okay, now menages can come in all different kinds of combinations. There's like all male menage a trois, there's all female menage a trois, there's heterosexual, there's LGBTQIA plus, etc. So if you're into that, this trope is going to be for you. Now here's another thing I noticed. They're also putting some bigger advertisements of, like, it seems like these are like maybe highlight authors, like highlighted authors. So you can see here you have C.M. Albert's The Stars in Her Eyes. You can definitely see that twinkle in her eye, okay? But yeah, so you'll see that too. So if you want to check it out, you can just, you know, click on it directly and it will take you, as you can see, it's available on Amazon as part of Kindle Unlimited. So it will take you right to that very page, okay? So let's continue here. So these are all of the recommendations based on the Menage a Trois, okay? So I'm gonna just pick one. Everyone keeps saying Red Phoenix is that bitch. So let's check out one of her like recommendations here based on this trope. So we have Bound by, I think this one's Bound by Love. So let's check it out here. Yep. So it's Bound by Love, and this is Bree's submission. So this seems to be a series. So here's the thing, guys, for those of you who are new to the romance book genre, but you can apply this pretty much to any book genre. You have standalones and then you have ongoing series. Okay, I'm not gonna get too complex because in the future I will do a separate video on talking about like novellas and stuff and short stories and like companion books. So we're gonna KIS it today, keep it simple. So you have ongoing series and then you have standalones. So standalones, guys, it's an all-in-one complete story from start to finish. No cliffhangers. You know, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end, you know, whatever plot twist there might be, and there's a conclusion. But when you have series like this by Red Phoenix, who is awesome, by the way, guys, like super nice, I have to say. Like with her books, it's an ongoing. So you have like the beginning of the story. Sometimes like well, let's say like you have book one and it's based on these two characters. Then you have book two, and sometimes like third or fourth book, for example, there might be like spin-off couples that are forming. Then you can also have what are called spin-off series. So just be aware, guys, that if you pick a standalone book, it's just, that's it. Beginning, middle, end, whatever plot twist. But if you're gonna get a series like this by Red Phoenix, I would suggest reading from the beginning, because if you start at book number 17, you're gonna be like, what? But of course, guys, in case you're not familiar with the lovetropes.com website, they have a rating system based on like steam level or chili peppers. And of course, you know me, guys, I had to pick the steamiest here. So their rating system is from, you know, level 1, which would be more like, you know, clean or just, you know, not really steamy. You know, there might be like kissing or something and it's like, oh, you know. But then you may also have level 5 steam, where it's like, okay, where did my underwear go? Hold on one second, let me find. Okay, no. so you have that kind of, so that's the best way I can describe the steam level or the chili pepper level. Then you kind of have right in the middle. That's where most romance book readers, just from my experience, that are new, they tend to read romances that are just kind of like maybe a level like 2 or 3 at first. And then, you know me, I'm just like full, like, give me all the steam, honey. Give me all the steam, darling. Okay. So yeah, Bound by Love. This looks really sexy. Ooh, man. I just like a manly man. Like, look at all this, like, yes, boy. Okay. You already know. All right. And hey, thanks so much for following. I greatly I greatly appreciate it and all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, let's go on and continue here. We got a lot that we're going to be covering here. So give me one moment here. All right, so let's continue here, guys. Things, man, this is going to be really good today. All right, so as you can see here, guys, you have, like, this is pretty much the gist of each page. So when you click on the book that you're interested in, you have the actual picture of the book, the name of the book, the author, the steam level or chili pepper level. And as you can see too, at the bottom here, there's also a search bar. So if there's a book that you're looking for specifically and the lovetropes.com website has it, they're gonna give you the hookup, you know what I'm saying? They also have well, to find it, of course, but they also have links as well. So like when you click on the link, it'll take you to like Amazon or Barnes and Noble or etc, etc. So yeah, this one sounds this sounds really sexy. Okay, this has BDSM vibes going on, and I love me some BDSM though. I'm just saying. All right, so let's go back here, and we're going to continue. All right. So all you have to do, guys, you can just like do this. Just click on tropes, and then when you click on tropes, it takes you back to the main page. We'll do that. That'll be a lot easier. Okay, so next, guys, we have Tortured Alpha. Okay, so this is, and Menage is a new one, and Tortured Alpha is another new one as well. Now this one, definitely I have a disclaimer on it. Now it depends on, and this is from the heterosexual like female perspective. It depends on how you like your man, you know, when it comes to romances. Now for me personally, I don't like an alpha male. It's just a little too much. Now I have made exceptions, you know. For example, I'm reading Addicted by Ivy Smoke, and you know, Professor Hunter is definitely very alpha, but there are some moments where he kind of tones it down, so then for me it's a little bit more like a little more tasteful. But what a Tortured Alpha is an alpha male that is dealing with some drama, honey. Okay, and a lot of times Tortured Alphas, you can find them in dark romance books. This is also common within the subgenre, such as, for example, mafia romances. A lot of mafia romance books that I've been like reading and like doing research on, not all of them, but they tend to have, if it's the protagonist or maybe it's the secondary character or etc, etc, they'll have a Tortured Alpha. So this is an you know, a man who's like on the outside, he's confident, he handles his business, he's no nonsense, but after, you know, maybe he's away from his friends or his wife or whatever, or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, they're dealing with a lot of emotional distress. So if you have triggers that are psychological, you know, like mental health, those type of issues, I would definitely be cautious with the Tortured Alpha trope, because this deals with broken men, and some people are not really like comfortable with reading, you know, that type of subject matter of a man, like, you know, being like severely broken. But all right, so let's go ahead and we'll pick a book here. Let's see. Ooh, that one caught me right away. You guys know this is the type of man I like. Got those very sexy tats there. Okay. Let me stop drooling. But of course, this is Victoria Ashley's Hemi, and this is part of the Walk of Shame book 2. And guys, I know y'all probably gonna think I'm a super freak like Rick James here, but yeah, this is a very steamy book, as you can see, of course. And then also there's kind of like a synopsis, so you can read it to see if you like the book or not. But yeah, this one sounds steamy too. Ooh. Okay, no. A mess. Okay, so this one is common, guys, in anime, for example. So if you're not familiar with this one, if you guys have any questions for me too, you know, don't hesitate to, you know, to ask me, because I love answering questions. Okay, so this one is what's called the reversal harem. Okay, so this is common in anime. So what a reversal harem is you have one main protagonist. They could be male, you know, female, etc, and it's in reverse. So let me give an example. So for example, you have one male protagonist, and then you have a whole bunch of female love interests. Or if to do it in reverse, then it would be one female protagonist and then a whole bunch of men. Now this can also, it's interesting, they also have like, I've seen same-sex reversal harems, but this is more based on like for example, people who are like trans, they have like trans reversal harems and things like that. So it can get really complex. I will say it's not going to be for everyone. I haven't read a lot of reversal harem. It's not for me personally. But if you like these books, here you go. Here's a whole bunch that you can choose from. So let's see here. Let's see which one we're going to pick here. So I think we're going to go... Oh, this one sounds scandalous, darling. It looks scandalous, darling. All right, so we're going to go with this one. This one is called The Rightful Queen. And this is a... Of course, I would pick one like this because I love paranormal romance. So this is a reverse harem paranormal romance. And this is by Sayoban Davis. Hopefully I said your name correct. I apologize. So yeah, the cover is gorgeous. And guys, I've been watching like documentaries on like book covers and stuff. The book cover can really make or break a book. Like it's what gets you to entice you to read it, you know? So yeah, this one on the Steam level, it's 4. So it's, you know, it's a little piping hot there. And yeah, the description looks pretty good too. And this one, okay, you can get it on Amazon. So that's popping. That's popping. Okay, so next we have And Baby Makes 3. So this is one that I've covered already from the first video that I did on the lovetropes.com website. But what Baby Makes 3 is, guys, is pretty much what happens is you have... I'm giving it from a heterosexual perspective here, but it can apply to same sex as well. So you have a main protagonist. Okay, so you have 2 main protagonists. Okay, the main people who drive the story. And all of a sudden, they, you know, maybe decide to have a little, you know, get a little, you know, sexy time in there. And then all of a sudden, there is sometimes it can be accidental. Other times it can actually be, you know, like, okay, I want to have a baby with you. But most of the time, this particular trope, from my experience, it's like accidental pregnancy is the other way. So if you're into, and you know, it's not gonna be for everybody, okay? You know, and a lot of these And Baby Makes 3 books, you know, they tend to have a lot of drama. So okay, if you like that talk show drama, darling, then this is gonna be for you. If you like romances that feature a baby, you know, with the couple, then this is going to be for you. So we're gonna pick one, but I won't lie, guys, single dads be sexy. So shout outs to all the single dads out there. Get your life. I've heard this one is pretty good. This is Baby Proposal by Stacey Lewis. And of course, you know, I picked the hot ones, honey. So yeah, so this looks good. Okay, I like this. Rule 1, don't fall in love. Rule 2, refer back to Rule 1 when necessary. Oh my gosh, this is great. So all right, so that one's on Amazon. And yeah, you just click on this link right here, guys, and it will take you directly to that page. So that's one of the things I love about this website, is it just takes you directly to the source. So you don't have to be like searching for it, which is super annoying. All right, so this is one I've covered already, but this is one that's really popular with the ladies. I just don't find a man bullying me attractive. Like, you know, I just like I don't know, maybe for me, I just like a guy that likes being nice to me, you know? That's just me though, okay? So as you can see, this one, it says read now in Kindle Unlimited. So as you can see, there's more like advertisements of these, like, you know, more like main authors, I would say. But all right, let's pick one. I'm gonna pick this one right away because he got them xylophone abs. Yes. I need to start getting interviews, guys, with these models. If you know of a way that I can get an interview with some of these romance book models, let your lady know, okay? because that would be fun, you know. But yeah, he's totally my type, right? Yeah, I would chase him all day. Okay, and of course this one is the Chase by Casey Alexandra. And the heat level is definitely hot. I mean, the cover says it all. You gonna be chasing on them xylophone abs, honey. That's what's up. All right, so that one is on Amazon. So yeah, I really do love, guys, like Kindle Unlimited, because it really opens you up to all of not only mainstream authors, but indie authors as well. Shout outs to all the indie romance authors. Thank you so much, guys, for taking time out of y'all days to write these steamy books that be giving me much life. Thank you. Okay. And oh, of course, we have Script. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the program. And Script is asking, have you read 50 Shades? Yeah, this is a question that I get a lot. I get a lot. So I may reread the whole trilogy. But guys, I gotta say 50 Shades, and this is just my opinion, it is not that great of a trilogy. The only reason why it got the hype that it got was because of the movie adaptation and the fact that it's a adult version of Twilight. That's the only reason why 50 Shades of Grey got any traction in the first place. Now, to give props where props is due, I would say the second book is I would say if I had to pick a book that I would like, I would say the first book, it was The Infatuation. It was okay, but the second book really solidified Anastasia as being more of a relatable character, and seeing her and Christian Grey's relationship solidify. But I also have to say that 50 Shades of Grey, guys, do not use those books as relationship goals, because if you were to take a deeper psychological analysis of the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, you would find that their relationship is not healthy. Christian, you learn throughout the books, he is a very damaged man, like definitely tortured alpha trope going on. And he has a lot of issues, and he kind of thinks of Anastasia like his saving grace. But at the same time, if you're having issues, you also have to confront those issues within yourself as well. And you don't just, pour it all on your significant other or your partner, because that's not fair. They're coming into your life because they love you and they want to be your better half, and not to be a garbage can for your emotional distress. Now here's the other thing. Nothing wrong with, when you're in a couple, emotional support is important. But with Christian Grey, he has a lot of issues. Like, you learn, like, he didn't have the best relationship with his, he had a good relationship with his mother, but it was a little dysfunctional there. And he had a lot of other issues that he kind of just took that emotional ness on Anastasia, which I felt is not fair to her. And Anastasia in the first half of the book, she is kind of weak though, and she does build up a little bit of strength, but it's just not a healthy relationship. So as you can see, I have read 50 Shades of Grey. All right, so let's get back into it here. So from the bully, okay, so what bully is, guys, is pretty much you got it could be male or female, and the person is just bullying the other person. Deep down inside, sometimes, guys, bully trope also gets interwoven with what they call frenemies or enemies to lovers, because a lot of times the bully and the main protagonist will not like each other. Other times the bully is just bullying them because they secretively like each other, and then eventually they fall in love. So that's what the bully trope is about. So next we have clean. Okay, so for those of you who are Puritan, no, I'm just being extra and being messy. But nothing wrong with this, guys, because here's the thing that I think sometimes the romance book genre gets kind of misunderstood for is that romance books are meant to be trashy and smutty and just dirty, but that's not the case, guys. Romance is a beautiful thing, and sex can also be a clean and fulfilling thing. It doesn't have to like turn into a BDSM session, you know, all the time. Nothing wrong with that, but not everybody views romance that way, and that's what this genre is designed for. A lot of times clean romances also get lumped in with subgenres of romance, such as Amish romance. Very popular, guys. You will not believe how popular Amish romance is. Like, people really like it. It's not my cup of tea. Maybe it's just too clean for me. Also, you know, I'm also Christian, so this particular trope also falls in with Christian romances. And clean, guys, can also refer to other other genres of romance. So for example, they have what are called I think they call it like contemporary clean romances. So that's what clean is, guys. It's not, there's still romance, but it's not gonna be like a BDSM, like real like woo in your face, okay? And nothing wrong with that, but it's not my cup of tea. I like some smut, okay? But I like some steam, you know, I like some dirty talk. You already know what's up, okay? So let's go ahead, guys, and all my tea is being spilled, okay? This is why I don't have friends, guys. All right, so let's go ahead. Ooh, okay, I like me a firefighter. Okay, let's go for that. So we have Brody. He's got a little bit of bro in him, but you know, I can handle that. All right. Not the type of guys I really lust after, but I can feel him right there. All right, so this is Brody, and it's by Kathy Ivan. And as you can see, this is one chili pepper, so it's not anything that's going to be like, ooh, okay, wait, where did my clothes go? Hold on one second, let me get that. You know, it's not going to be anything like that. Oh, this is great. Okay, so we already finished the first row. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Or as Quagmire would say, giggity giggity. All right. So next line here, guys, or second row, we have ghost. Ghost. All right. So what the ghost trope is, guys, is you falling in love with a ghost. I actually started reading this trope. It's actually really interesting. So there's a couple ways the storyline can go. Sometimes let's say there's so there's two protagonists, and you know, they were in love for many years, and then all of a sudden one of the protagonists dies. Just, it could be natural causes, it could be maybe they died from like a disease or something like that, and then they come back as a manifestation in ghost form, and they have like romantic interludes with them, or sometimes they have a relationship with the ghost and stuff like that. But I think this is really like, I think that's sexy, but I don't know, like, I don't know if you know, making out with a ghost, that would be interesting. No, I'm thinking too deeply into this, but yeah, that's what, you know, it's like ghost romance, so that's really what, you know, it is. So okay, there's not too many, but I like this one. The cover looks cool. So this is Haunt by Heather Hambly Curley, and this is like right in the middle. This is where most beginner guys, romance readers start, is with like a level 3 steam, where there's still some steam where it's like, okay, let me fan myself for a moment, let me live my fantasy, but it's not so raunchy where you're like, whoa, this is too much for me, okay? So yeah, 3 peppers. I always say, if you're new to the romance genre, I would say 2 or 3 peppers, you know, or steam, or like level 2 or level 3 steam level would be good. You know, I wouldn't start with a 5 level steam unless you're really comfortable with that. But yeah, so this is cool. Okay, and then this also, you know, it's like paranormal. Okay, that's cool. I have to read this one. This one sounds interesting. Interesting. All right, so moving on from Ghost, my favorite, yes, I love me a vampire. Okay, so vampire says enough. Vampire romance. Okay, so this could be a human falling in love with vampire, two vampires falling in love with each other. They have vampire like reverse harem books, and yeah, I just love vampires. It's just, vampires are awesome. All right, so let's pick one here, and it is a very popular subgenre, guys, within the main paranormal romance genre. Man, all these covers are so enticing, so sexy, very sexy. Ooh, I like this one. Oh my gosh, I'm lusting too hard here, guys, sorry. All right, so this one is called Sinful Fantasies. All right, and this is by Siren Allen. Definitely want to be sinful with that. Wow. All right, so this is the part of the Brothers of Calamity series, and yep, it's up there on the Steam level, and I love that. One bite was all it took. All right, very sexy. Yep, I'm about to get that. No. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a mess. Okay, let me like move so you guys can like see me better. Sorry, I'm like super buff and all that. No. Okay, so let's continue here, guys. So we have holiday. I don't know, some people really like the holiday trope. So this is a romance, guys, that takes place during a holiday. It could be Christmas, it could be Hanukkah, it could be Kwanzaa, it could be any holiday you could possibly think of, but they be some romance. Okay, the mistletoe be steaming. Okay, if you're into that, then this trope is going to be for you. And the other thing I noticed too is the holiday trope is also very popular within the subgenre of historical romance. There are a lot of like historical romances that like take place during the holidays too. I've noticed that recently. Ooh, I like him. He got some scruff. Okay, let's go with that. All right, so we have Love Locked. And this is Christmas at Coldwater Creek, book 1. All right, excellent. And this one is clean, not for me personally, but yeah, it looks interesting. It looks interesting. Sorry guys, I keep like moving like my shirt. It is so hot today. I'm just like, what is going on? And my shirt, like, it like keeps like sticking to me for some reason, so I apologize. All right, so yeah, 1 Steam level, but yeah, it looks interesting. It, you know, it reads interesting. And the thing that I love about holiday romance books, though, is like another trope is there's always some type of accident that happens. It's just like, oh, you know, like the main protagonist is like, I crashed my car into a, you know, almost in a ravine, and then this super like, you know, 8-pack xylophone, you know, Gatorade drinking man just comes with his pickup truck and saves the day, you know. So I enjoy that greatly. So that's what holiday trope is. All right, so next we have claiming trope. Now this can cross over, guys, with the alpha male trope. It can cross over with many tropes. Often you see claiming trope in like paranormal romance, especially like vampire romance, shape-shifting romances. So what claiming is, guys, it's literally the person is claiming you. It could be spiritually, it could be physically, but they you know, you are theirs. Okay, so that's what claiming is. So as you can see, claiming trope it's often in the paranormal romance here. Ooh, I like this one. So it's like, tease me. Okay, well that's a lot of teasing you got there. Okay, but tease me is, ooh, yes, this is a plus size romance, guys. We will be reviewing plus size romances. They're also known as curvy romances. They're also known as BBW romances, which stands for big beautiful woman. But you know, one type of romance I would like to see is BHM romances, which is big handsome male. A lot of times you see BHM romances within like more of like the wilderness trope, but I would just like to see more big handsome men. That would be nice. And they don't have to be muscular, you know, just like a regular schmegular guy. That'd be cool, you know. All right, so yeah, definitely this is high on the Steam level here. So it's a dragon shifter and curvy girl romance, once again by 80 Award. And yeah, this is definitely steamy. I mean, he's He can lift me up any day. Yes, go on. All right. Oh man, I'm such a mess, y'all. I'm such a mess. All right, so what else do we have here? So of course, this is not my favorite trope. This is ugly cry. Okay, so what ugly cry is, guys, this is like that tear jerker, you know, where it's just like you read it and you just start crying real ugly and stuff, and it is not a good time. And hey, we got Ryan the cool dude, because you have to do that, like cool dude, man. Thank you so much for following and checking out today's episode. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what ugly cry is ugly cry. Okay, so when you read it, you gonna be crying like Viola Davis. Guys, if you want someone that can do an ugly cry, just look up Viola Davis. I mean, she cries with, she looks like, you know, she just got rejected by like her allergy medication. You know? I mean, she's just all in the tears and stuff. So yeah, it's a real like tear jerker. Or sometimes ugly cry could be like, when you read it, it's not necessarily making you cry too. It just gets you all in your feelings. You get invested, you know. So, and if I'm incorrect, guys, about some of these tropes, do not hesitate to correct me, because, you know, I'm still new to really heavily reading romance. I mean, I've read romance books for some time, but I stuck to main tropes. Like, I stuck to like paranormal romance, vampires. I read a lot of like age gap, but I love like the older man, like romance books. Like, that's my personal favorite. Yeah, so if I say something that's incorrect, let me know, okay, in that vicious but brutally honest comment section below. All right, so let's see what we got here. We'll just pick one here. But I do like they have these like ones that are kind of like the, you know, like I would say like a spotlight on an author. So guys, you can buy advertising on the, so guys, if you are an independent author and you write romance books, this is the website for you to be on, guys. Like, I have discovered so many authors off of this website that my TBR is like from here to Africa and back. Okay, it is long, it's forever flowing. Okay, so all right, let's pick one here. Let's see what we got here. Inhale, exhale. I like that. Ooh, he looks really smoldering, as they would say. So this is Crow, and this is by Aaron Treito. Hopefully I said that right. And oh, this one is Maximum Steve. Okay, so this is the one you be reading, you just like, I don't think I'm gonna go to church today because this is very naughty. All right, so a mess. But yeah, so this one is an MC. So for those of you who are not bookish inclined, and for those of you who may be new to the romance book genre, MC stands for motorcycle gang. And guys, let me tell you, or motorcycle club, but it can be a motorcycle gang too. But yeah, that's what it stands for. And guys, let me tell you, MC romances are so popular. They're really, it's just something about like a man that's got just really nice tattoos and can ride a motorcycle and just strong and confident, but still has a nice emotional side. I can see the appeal. But I haven't read an MC romance yet, so I might do that. But yeah, this is full steam level, so you know, you might want to pray before reading this. No. No, I'm being a mess, y'all. I'm being a mess. But ooh, he looks real sexy though. I like men with that strong jawline though. Yeah, he's totally my type right there. Like, yes, squad. All right. Let's get back into it, y'all. I'm being a messy queen. All right. So from Ugly Cry, we have Nanny. Okay, so self-explanatory. These are romances where either the protagonist is a nanny, or maybe the secondary protagonist falls in love with a nanny. You know, so this trope I don't really see much, but I did read a book like that in a way, but the protagonist was not a nanny, but she took care of the baby. Ooh, I like this one here. Okay, get your life. This is CEO Daddy. All right. This is a mess. I'm a mess, y'all. Okay, so this is a Crescent Cove standalone. So this is a great example of what I was talking about. So you can just pick this up and read it, and you know, one and you're done. You know what I mean? So this one, yeah, it's on the Steam level. See, there's nothing attractive, like, well, for me, there's nothing attractive than a man who like takes care of their like children. Very attractive. Like, that's very, you know, shout outs to the responsible, you know, men, women, everybody out there taking care of their kids. Okay, thank you, okay, thank you for setting the example. All right, and not being ratchet. Okay. But enough of my messiness. Yeah, so this is, yeah, full Steam level. No, it's like about 4 Steam level, but in my heart it feels like it's full Steam level. I mean, if you have a book that's called CEO Daddy, I'm just saying, okay? But this is by Taryn Quinn. And yeah, I'll have to read this one. Just because of the name, I would read it. But no, the story seems interesting. I'm like, CEO Daddy, all right. Got that coin and a responsible daddy. All right, I like this. I like this. Go on with your bad self, CEO Daddy. All right. Go on with your bad self. All right. All right, we're doing good, guys. We finished the first 2 rows here. Now, this one is a lot of fun, but you have to go into these books with, you can't be judgmental. You gotta be open-minded. So this is not gonna be for everyone, okay? So definite disclaimer on that. Okay, so what forbidden is, guys, is it's a forbidden romance. So age gap falls into this category. It could be a vampire with a human, or a werewolf with a human, or a vampire with a werewolf. It's something that's meant to, it's forbidden, you know. Another trope that that follows under this is like the college student, the professor, like that kind of stuff. So that's what like forbidden is. But I enjoy it because it's very, like, it's fun to read. Some of these make me blush, though, I won't lie. Well, on the inside. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna pick one here. Oh, I'll pick one, guys, that, let me tell you, this one is a good one, okay? And it's because I have reviewed this, guys, on Bookshade. This lady, guys, really rocks. Like, I really hope she writes a sequel to this book. And this is Tracy A. Ball's Civil Warriors. Now, the Steam level, yeah, it's about a medium, you know, it's not smutty at all, but it is a good read, guys. And like, Tracy did the research. Like, I learned so much about people of color during the mid 18th century, and you know, there's a lot of the stereotypes that like pretty much my people were just like slaves and were not smart and stuff, but that's the reason why I like this book, is because Georgia Ann, who is the main protagonist here, and then she falls in love with John Richard, who is her slave master's son, guys. Scandaloso, but it's so well written. And I also like that she incorporates like a strong, confident black woman also being, you know, interested in a native, like an indigenous man, a Native American man. So that was really refreshing too. And all the characters, guys, are likable. They have a really good dimension to them. I could talk about this book all day. It's really good. I really wish that she would write a sequel, because I really want to find out like what happened, you know, with Georgia Ann and John and all that good stuff. And his brother, oh my gosh, like I am feeling him. He is so like so handsome, I'm just saying. But yeah, definitely check it out, guys. Yeah, Tracy A. Ball, Civil Warriors. You can get it on Kindle Unlimited. it's a nice, you know, good read. But yeah, it made me learn a lot about, you know, black people during the mid 18th century. And guys, did you know a lot of black people actually they owned land and stuff? They were really progressive. So yeah, it's a very eye-opening book. Now there are some trigger warnings because, you know, it was during, you know, times of slavery. So, you know, it's going to address all of those issues, so viewer discretion is advised. Okay, but yeah, it's a good book. So that's the Forbidden, because yeah, I mean, you're the son of a slave master falling in love with a slave. I mean, during those days, like, preposterous, right? But yeah, overall, guys, it's a great book. All right, so from the Forbidden, we have Royalty. Okay, so what Royalty is, guys, and this is Royalty Paranormal. It's just, you know, royal family, but it takes place in, like, you know, a paranormal environment. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick one here. Sorry for yawning here, guys. Okay, so I think I'm going to pick, yeah, I'll pick this one, the Kingless Crown. So this one's kind of mid-steam. I've heard about this book. This is by Sarah M. Credit. So, oh, that looks interesting. Some drama in there, because, you know, if it's royal family, that thing, you know, it's like princes, princesses, kings, queens. That's what the royalty trope is. Okay. All right, so next we have Amnesia. Okay, this is a common trope, guys, that you see in, like, I swear, every Asian drama. There's like somebody's got amnesia. It's like, oh my gosh. No. But what amnesia is the person, it's a condition where, you know, memory loss. Like, you're like, who am I? So there are a lot of popular romance books where you have, like, maybe two protagonists, and one of them, you know, they were in love and everything, and then boom, the person gets amnesia and they forget about them, and then the love interest works on their, you know, to try to make them remember who they are, and then they remember. Sometimes these, if they're well written, I can enjoy it, but a lot of times I'm just like, look, if you have amnesia, like, you know, you might want to, you know, stay and get some rest, you know, try to figure it out. No, I'm a mess. All right, so let's go ahead and we will select a book here, and let me hydrate here a little bit. Ah, that's good. All right. Ooh, let's see which one. Ooh, this one sounds scandalous. I like this. Okay, so this is the ooh, this cover is gorgeous. All right. And of course I would pick the smutty theme, right? This is The Sinister Silhouette by Alex Grayson. All right. I like this. For years she's come to me calling my name. Ooh, oh. Okay, I gotta read this one. Yes, this sounds very sexy. So that's what that trope is about. All right, next we have, now this one tends to apply a lot to dark romances, but it's Dark Secret. Okay, so what it is let's say you have okay, so let's say you have two couples, right? The first couple, you know, they're really nice and innocent, and, you know, they're perfect and everything. Then you have the second couple where on the outside they look like everything's all beautiful with their relationship, or, you know, the both of them, they seem like, you know, a happy couple, but one of them has a dark secret. And usually this is something that is in their past, and sometimes what happens in their past affects their future. So that's an example of Dark Secret. So this is not, you know, for the weak. Sometimes these dark secrets can be really intense, so definitely trigger warnings with this particular trope. So I like Prospect. Yes. Okay, so this is the Soulless Bastards Me No Cow book 4, and this is by Aaron once again Aaron it's like Trejo. Who, he is so fine, guys. Look at just, yes. Okay, so And I think this one, yeah, this is a motorcycle club one. Yeah, I gotta read some motorcycle like romances. I gotta try to read some in the future. But yeah, this is definitely on the Steam level there. Yeah, we're doing good, guys. We've covered almost like 3 rows here, about 4 rows, maybe 3 or 4. All right, and next, this is like my favorite one. You know, is the chef. I mean, they're baking bread there, that's for sure. But chef, as it says, this is romances with chefs. And guys, I would marry a chef in a heartbeat, though. I mean, nothing sexier to me than like a man that can cook. Just like a woman that can cook. Like, ooh, I'm like, you can feed me all day, honey. Yes, okay. So I like this one, Inferno. I just like a well-dressed man like that. It's sexy. Okay, got the scruff. Confidence. Yes. Check. All right. So this is Inferno Part 1 by TK Lay, and yeah, I've heard TK Lay books brings the fire. Okay, so yeah, definitely gonna be reading this in the future. Yes, go on. All right, and it takes place in Rome. Yes. Okay. I'm drooling too much over here, guys. Sorry. All right. Okay. So next we have Disguise, and this was one. These two I covered already. So this one is Disguise and Secret Identity. Okay, so what this is, guys, is let's say you have a couple, they've been together like forever, but you think you know your partner, but there's more to them than meets the eye, so that's what Secret Identity is. This is also known as the double life trope. This is a trope that's really popular with like crime romances, so like FBI agents, Navy SEALs, like the military trope. So if you're into that kind of like disguise, secret identity, like espionage kind of thing, you will definitely like this trope. I haven't read a book like this. I actually got it's like a cop romance, and one of the books is called Cuff Me. I just like the name, guys, like Cuff Me. I was like, okay, I'm getting this. All right, let's pick one here. Oh, this one looks really savage. So this is Hell Hath No Fury by RC. It's like Boat. Oh, this is muy caliente. I always love how I always pick like you guys are judging me hard. I know you are. Okay, you may not say it in the comment section, but deep down in your heart you're like, but yeah, I have to read that one. This one sounds interesting too. So there's loss of betrayal, revenge. Oh, it's romantic suspense. Interesting. I've never really gotten into romantic suspense, but yeah, I'll definitely have to give it a try now, especially if it's that steamy. Like, good God. All right. So next, this is one that I've covered already, but this is arranged relationships. So how this trope works is, let's say you have like 2 friends that, they knew each other forever, and then all of a sudden maybe I would say their parents like get together and they say, you know what, I think that the 2 of them are friends, but we have these 2 big corporations, and if we like get this marriage happening, it would help both of our businesses and our families. So that's what a arranged relationship is. So it's a relationship that can either be arranged, let's say, by the parents, or the couple themselves arrange it. So sometimes there's an arranged relationship for like a business deal, or to like look like a couple, and then what ends up happening is like they fall in love with each other because they're spending so much time together. So this can happen for both heterosexual or same-sex couples, but yeah, I love arranged relationship. It can be hilarious sometimes. And I love well, this particular trope, guys, is also very popular with mafia and like organized crime romances, because you're bringing 2 families together to like make the family stronger. Let's see here. And some of these books, guys, will overlap because they have like multiple tropes. So I like that feature of the website as well. Okay, so I like this one. This one, guys, is actually written by the creator of this website, okay? And her name is Georgia Cates. So I'll have to read this. Ooh, this looks sexy. Hi. Okay, no. But yeah, this is full steam. Okay, I see you, Georgia. You get your life. All right. So this is Beauty from Pain, and this is the Beauty series, and this is the first book. So let's see here. Ooh, okay, no real names, no long-term relationships. Okay, one night stand. I get it. I get it. No. I couldn't do a one night stand, guys. Like I like when I love someone, I love the man. Okay, I'm just saying, I just couldn't do a one night stand. I don't know. Some people can, but it's just not for me personally. So okay, I can get this on Amazon. Oh, you bet I'm put this on my TBR, like full steam level. Good God. All right. Oh yeah, we're making good progress, guys. We are. Okay. So next we have, this is a new one. This can apply to paranormal, fantasy, or sci-fi. This is Human Mate. So what Human Mate is, guys, is like what I was talking about before. So you could have like a werewolf dating a human or a vampire dating a human. So it's usually applied to the paranormal romance genre. So this is a romance that the person is like supernatural, but their mate is human. So that's what that is. So, or it doesn't mean that they're a creature or something. It could also mean they could be a witch or something. Like, think about a good example of that is think about the show Bewitched. Okay, so you know, you have Samantha and I think his name is Darren. You know, Darren is human, but Samantha is like a half witch. So that's what Human Mate is. Okay, so let's see here. Man, I just like this one. He got a strong jawline. Yes. Ooh, look at those eyes. Man, so intense. No. Okay, so this is Scarred Bond by Evan Grace and C.A. Arms. And yeah, that's definitely, you know, there's definitely some steam right there. All right. So as you can see, guys, there's so many different flavors of romance trope. Some of these, guys, I'll be honest, I've never even like heard of. Okay, so this is one that I like. So if you read new adult, is mainly this particular trope. Not always, but this is the college romance trope. Okay, so it's just romance that takes place in college. Okay, so this type of particular, well, this particular trope, guys, it can also be interconnected with the age gap. So for example, I'm reading the Hunted series by Ivy Smoke, and the premise of that, it's an age gap romance that takes place in college. So that's like a good example of that kind of like overlap. All right, so let's pick one here. These all look good. You stop picking the ones with the abs. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick this one, Curvy Attraction, because you know I'm curvy too. Yes. Okay. So this is Curvy Attraction by Christina Wick, and this is a friend. So this is a good example of overlap of tropes. So this is a friends to lovers curvy girl romance, and it's got curves in regards to the steam level. Good God. All right. Ooh, I like this. Ride with me. Okay, 3 simple words, a seemingly perfect solution after my car breaks down. Okay, I just went to the dirty place right there. All right, I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a mess. So that's what that trope is about. So let's continue here. All right, this is my other favorite. This coincides with like the vampire trope. This is Immortal. It can be for like paranormal, sci-fi, or fantasy. So what Immortal is, guys, it's pretty much, it can be a supernatural, like a vampire or a werewolf, and they like live forever. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you will like this particular trope. So not too many books here, but yeah, let's do this one, The Crown of Lies. This is by L.L. Hunter, and yeah, this is a little bit less steamy, but yeah, it looks, the cover looks cool. I'm sure it's interesting. Doing a lot of talking today, guys. I know my throat is gonna be raw by the end of this. But we're making good progress though. I didn't even think we were gonna get this far. Okay, so next we have time travel. So as you can, as it says, time travel is a romance that can take place in a different time period, or it can be them doing like what's called transitional time travel. So they're going from like present day to the past and the past to present day. So I'm not really a fan of time travel. It's not my thing. All right, I just like this one because he be looking mad seductive there. Ooh, they got the lip action. Yes. Okay. Oh, of course I had to pick one that was like full steam, but it's all good. Oh, this is an interest. Okay, so this is like kind of an interesting blend of the tropes. So this is a Midnight's Yule, and this is a vampire werewolf paranormal romance by Isabel Kate. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, and yeah, if you don't like swearing, then this book is not going to be for you then. Because it says for mature audiences. All right, that's good to know. I like that they include that. Like, oh, just to let you know, this book's going to be steamy, so viewer discretion is advised, All right. See what else we got. All right, so this one, guys, I wasn't a fan of, but now I am. This is the military trope. So these are romances that that are involved with people who are in the military, or it could take place on like a military base or something like that. And sometimes I laugh at these romances because sometimes they make it so dramatic, and I'm like, is military romances really that dramatic though? And I'm like, I don't think so. Okay. So let's see here. Oh man, I can't. Yes, I like this one. I like a man to protect me. Yes. Okay. Ooh. All right. So this is. All right. This is Rogue Protector. So this is a Gone Rogue, a romantic suspense standalone. So this one you can just pick up and read and be, one and done. Or maybe you liked it so much you'll read it again and again and again. Yes. All right. So yeah, this one's kind of mid-steam. So okay, that's cool. Ooh, his tattoos are sexy though. Okay, okay, military man. Okay, I see why some people like the military man. I get it now. Okay, you can protect me, good sir. All right. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm seriously, I'm a mess. All right, let's continue here, guys. Okay, so this one I have covered before. This one is called Alpha Hole. Okay, so what an alpha hole is it's pretty much a alpha male who's an asshole. I mean, I gotta just be straightforward with it, but yeah, that's what it is. It's a alpha male who's an asshole. This can also overlap with the bully trope, because a lot of times alpha males that are assholes tend to be bullies by automatic. It's like by default. So excuse me, for me personally, guys, this trope is not for me. Like, for me, I just like nice guys that be in touch with their emotions. I do not like an emotionally detached man. Like, that does not turn me on at all. Okay, so that's what the alpha hole is. I make exceptions for alpha male romances if it's written well or the story is really captivating, or like, I don't know, the guy be looking sexy, maybe. I make an exception, but all these men are delicious here. Oh my gosh. Ooh, okay, I like this one. Yes. Okay, and this one is and this one is written by Georgia Cates, of course. And this is Waiting for My Queen. Ooh, okay, you can wait for me, honey. See, like, these are the, I won't lie, these are the men that I go hard for. Like, I just like a mature looking man. Just the facial hair is perfect. Look at that jawline, ladies. I'm just saying. Okay, but this is a dark mafia romance. Okay, so there's regular mafia romances, but then you have what are called dark mafia romances, and these guys can get sometimes really graphic. It can also overlap with like secret identity, hidden identity. It can also overlap with alpha hole. It can also overlap with alpha male or damaged alpha, because a lot of times, to keep it real, guys, mafia romances, organized crime romances, to be in, I'm sure, to be in the mafia, or to be part of organized crime, is not easy. Okay, like, that saying, like, be about that life. That's what these books talk about, and they talk about real issues that affect these people, and unfortunately a lot of these people can be damaged, unfortunately, and it's really unfortunate. But that's why I'm starting to read some mafia romances, because a lot of the authors, like for example Cora Riley, she's known as like the queen of mafia romances, because she really does her research, about the mafia, and like how it works and all that too. It's really interesting. But dark mafia romances, it's not going to be for everyone. Dark romances, guys, many triggers can be found in these books, so I would do your research before embarking on these books. Okay, now for me, I'm comfortable with like a dark mafia romance because I have read dark romances before, but sometimes, guys, I even have to be like, okay, this is too much for me. I'm like, this is too intense. But no, this looks interesting. And Georgia, you know what, I'm gonna get this and I gotta read it and review it on the show. I need to get an interview with this model though. Oh my gosh, he is so fine. Like, man, you can wait on me all day, honey. Good God. All right. I'm so thirsty, right, guys? All right. A mess. Okay, so next we have one that I would never... accidental pregnancy and surprise pregnancy. This also correlates, guys, and then it like makes 3. So what accidental is, yeah, it's like an oops baby. It's like, oh, you're pregnant. Aha, all right. Yeah, let's take care of that baby. Or sometimes it's like, oh, well, sorry, you're pregnant, you handle that on your own. So it's not my favorite, because it's like, I want to know who my baby daddy is. So I just do not find it romantic to be like, and then there was an oops baby. I'm just like, oh, not for me personally. All right, let's see here. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, this is a gorgeous cover. So this is Unexpected Reality by Kaylee Ryan. Man, like, this is a very, very sexy dad right there. Aw. Aw. Oh, man. I'm so gullible, guys. But yeah, this one's kind of right in the middle with the steam level. His tattoos are awesome, too. Good looking guy. Look at that all day. Okay, I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a mess. All right. Keep going here. Okay, so now we have Angels and Demons. All right, so what Angels and Demons is, guys, just like what it says. So these are romances that either feature, like, let's say a human that falls in love with an angel, or a human who falls in love with a demon. Or like, think about, like, if you watch the show Charmed, like, think about Phoebe and then Cole, the demon Cole. Like, that's what this is, because of course, Phoebe being a witch, and then Cole being a demon. Okay, sometimes angels and demons can fall in love too. I'm not really into this trope that much. I have read like a demon romance that was interesting. Ooh, I like this one, Bite Me. Don't mind if I do. I keep picking these curvy girl romances. All right, so this is Bite Me, and this is once again by Adi Award. And yeah, it's pretty hot. I mean, come on, you have a book named Bite Me. I mean, what do you expect? Okay. Okay. Sexy, sexy. Yes. Okay. I'm a mess, y'all. Okay. So let's keep going here. All right. So next we have first responder. So this is a trope that has like, you know, firefighters, like that type of stuff. Sometimes it gets overlap with like what they call medical romance. I just got the mammoth book of ER romances, and I was like, yes, doctor, yes. Okay, give me that prescription. No, I'm a mess, y'all. All right, I like this one already. Ooh, he is ready to give me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation there. Okay, so oh my god. All right, so this one is by Piper Rain, and this is engaged to the EMT. Well, I mean, my EMTs look like that. I'd be engaging all of them. Okay, taste it. All right, but this one is full steam. Well, I'm talking with full steam here. But yeah, so it says a sexy fake okay, so this one also has a crossover trope. So that's with the a fake relationship, or it could be arranged too. You never know. Plot twist, right? So this one, okay, is on Amazon. I would love to read that one. That one just sounds sexy. It's like, sounds good. All right, and next we just have regular alpha male. I talked about this in my previous video. Ooh, I like this one. You see this one here? It's like Blue-Blooded Brothers series, and it's like Coalition, 5 sexy task force cops, a criminal genius and an artist in the world, the coffee capital of the world. Ooh, that sounds sexy. Collision, yes. Okay, I like to get a collision with this. Like, yo, she's popping. Like, no. I'm a mess, y'all. Okay, so let's pick one here. Ooh, I like this one. Trick You. Ooh, yes. Ooh, look at, whoa. Oh wow, that's the business right there. I'm just saying. Okay, so yeah, the steam level, I mean, if it's called Trick You, obviously. All right, so this is another trope that's really common with women too, just from like my research, is a brother's best friend romance. So this is like, okay, so you have like, a brother and sister, right? And then the brother has a friend, so the brother's friend falls in love with his best friend's sister. So like, that's another example of that. But yeah, that, yes. Okay, got my blood pressure rising. What is happening today? Good going. Oh my gosh. All right, so we finished. We're almost done. Wow, guys. Yeah, we're almost done. All right, so next here, guys, we have Family Saga. So yeah, alpha male is just like a really confident guy, you know, very assertive. A lot of times alpha males, like from some of the romances that I've read, they'll go with like a submissive like female. So it's not my favorite. I like an assertive, like strong woman too, and then they're like both alpha, but there's like very juicy chemistry. That's nice. All right, so what Family Saga is, guys, it's a romance that revolves around like a saga of a family. Okay, so what this means is like, okay, for example, guys, you have, let's say you have like 4 brothers, and then with like 2 of the brothers bring home one day like their friends, like 2 of their female friends, and then one of the other brothers falls in love with one of the ladies, and then they end up, let's say, you know, they end up getting together, and maybe they get married, and then it starts off this kind of like family legacy. Think about shows like Dallas, for example, if you're into soap operas, or like, you know, 80s soap operas. Dallas is a good example of that, or Dynasty. That's what Family Saga is. So it's the It's the internal turmoil. A lot of times, like drama, like with rich families, for example. So they have like rich family sagas, like Dynasty, for example. And you see how the family like interacts, but then you also see sometimes the external, the protagonist being brought into the family and like how they're treated and stuff like that. This trope I'm not too much of a fan of because it's just too much drama for me. But all right, let's ooh, I like this one. Cole, yeah. All right, so this is Cole. This is part of the Boulder series. Oh, and this is a 1.5. Okay, now I will explain this though. Okay, so you have what are called like in between books. Sometimes they're called novellas. So what, like, novellas are like, you know, really condensed books, but a lot of times, guys, novellas can be like 1.5. So it's kind of right in between the main story and then the next story in the book. So that's what this is. So if you haven't read the first book, then you wouldn't want to read this, because this is just, it's a supplemental book, or like supplemental material to like the main book of the main storyline, or it could be a continuation of other stories that maybe were not explained within the main book. So these are what I like to call, you know, sometimes they're called novellas, but this is just kind of like a second, like I would say it's kind of like a complimentary book that's kind of like right in the middle. So wow, it's very handsome. Yep, I was correct. Sorry guys. Whew, so sorry for yawning. All right, so it says here, even it says, please note that this is novella, and sometimes novellas, guys, are designed to give the perspective of one character. So like this one is from Cole's perspective. So that's interesting. I would say Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer is kind of an example of this, because this is the retelling of Twilight from like Edward's perspective. So that's like another example of that. All right. All right, yeah, we're doing good, guys. We're actually doing pretty good. We're good on pace here. I think I will have to split this up just because I'm gonna have to get like some water and stuff. So all right, but it's gonna be complete, guys, so don't you worry. All right, so next here we're gonna do like one more row, and then I'm gonna take a break and then come back. All right, so we have one's rich, one's poor. I just read a book based on this trope. I really like it. So let's say you have a couple, and this is often common in the billionaire trope, where you have like the secondary protagonist, you know, is a billionaire, has a lot of money, really well off, and then they end up falling in love with someone that's either middle class or they're just poor. They just don't have money. But I love reading romances like that, you know, because it is really cool how, you know, this, let's say, more well-established person comes in. They don't necessarily have to be a billionaire, but, you know, they come in and they see how pure this person's heart is, but they don't have, you know, everything that they have, and then they fall in love, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna take care of you forever and ever. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Feeling my feelings today, but all right, and this one's in Kindle Unlimited. I'll have to read that. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is a popular trope. I just like this one just because it says bang. Okay, yes. All right, so this one's definitely steamy. I mean, anything that says bang, I mean, obviously. All right, so this is Bang, a naughty novella, and it says the Suck, Bang, and Blow series. Woo! All right, and this is by Nikki Belair. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is very much me being on, you know, Santa's naughty list right here. Okay, enough said. But I'm sure it is a very juicy read, though. Very juicy. All right. Very naughty read. I know you guys are judging me. All right. Sorry for yawning, guys. It's been a long day. All right. So next here, guys, we have widow and widower. So that one's self-explanatory. So, you know, pretty much you have someone where their partner dies, you know, and then they find like romance again, or maybe they just decide to be by themselves or something. So I like this cover. This is Me After You. All right, this is a small town romance by Mindy Hayes. Okay. Okay, this one definitely has like maybe damaged alpha in there. So that sounds interesting. Oh, this sounds kind of cute. Okay. All right. Do your thing, Mindy Hayes. All right. And then of course we have this one. This one's starting to come up in popularity. This is black romance. So this is romance. It can be amongst, you know, both of the romantic interests are black or African American. Other times this also kind of overlaps into interracial romance, because there are, and this is my specialty, I also love reading interracial romance. Sometimes black romance also kind of intersects with interracial romance, because it could be a black person falling in love with someone from a different race. But if you say black romance, it's just romance amongst like two black people. All right, so not many, but let's check this. I like this one, Heart of Stone. Heart of Stone. Yeah, that's a hard chest right there. Okay, this is Heart of Stone. This is the story of Emery and Jackson. So this is a novella. So you know it's right in between. So this is a Valentine's Day short story. So this is a great example, guys, about what I was talking about earlier. So it's a novella, but it's also, you know, it's like a short story, kind of complementing one of the main books in the series. And this is by Chiquita Denny. Okay, that's a really interesting name. All right, cool. We're actually doing really well, guys, on the progress here. Okay, so this is another one where I don't know, guys. This trope, it kind of makes or breaks me sometimes. Excuse me here, guys. So this is possessive alpha. So this is like, in alpha, guys, it doesn't necessarily have to be male. So let me make sure I correct that. It can also be a female alpha, etc, etc. So possessive alpha, guys. Okay, so let's say you have a couple and everything's going well and everything. But right off the bat, she notices that he's kind of controlling. Like, he wants to know where she is at all times, and you know, when it comes to their intimacy, he likes to be pleasured in a certain way. That's what like possessive alpha means. Okay, this also can cross over with the other trope that's called BDSM. So that's like bondage, discipline, and like sadomasochism, like that kind of stuff. So that can also kind of cross over. Like, I appreciate BDSM, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when the guy is too possessive, I'm like, ugh, it's a little too much. But this is a very popular trope, though. There's a lot of women out there, and you know, whatever you're into, that they like a possessive like man like that. But see, for me, I like a confident man. So there's a difference between confidence and possessiveness, you know. So, and sometimes those lines get blurred in romance, I gotta be honest. All right, so all right, let's go ahead and select one here that piques our interest. I just love Red Phoenix covers, guys. They're so awesome. I want to read all of her books. I might even buy all of them, because they're just from the synapses I've read, they sound really interesting, and they're really smutty, which I prefer. So, and this is a BDSM kind of series. And usually, guys, like I said, I don't like possessive alpha, but I make an exception for Red Phoenix because her stuff is so well written, you know, from like what I've read. All right. All right, and then next here we have bisexual. So what, of course, you know, bisexual means that This is just from my perspective heterosexually, but bisexuality also has a spectrum within the LGBTQIA spectrum. So bisexuality, just from what I've read, is you are gender fluid. Okay, so that means that you're attracted to, it could be women, it could be men, it could be other bisexual men or women, it could be a bisexual trans person, like things like that. Like, you know, I'm not a full-blown expert, you know, at all on this particular trope, but if you're into that, hey, tons of books are available. Okay, all right, so let's see here, which one? I think I like this one by Whitley Cox. Yeah, so it says Love, Passion, and Power Part 1. Well, this is the full steam ahead right there. Oh, okay, so this is a good example. So this is a book that has bisexuality, but then it also has a menage a trois, and it says it does contain scenes. So this is a menage a trois between two women and a man. Okay, all right, that sounds interesting there. And look how happy he is. He's like, ha ha ha, oh yeah, giggity giggity. I think, you know, men who are into that would definitely have that face, like, oh yeah, a mess. All right. Okay, and then we're gonna finish it off here, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna split this into two parts here because there are a lot, and I'm like, okay, I gotta rest my voice for a little bit and then come back. All right, so next we have the cowboy ranch trope. So this is a romance trope, guys, that takes place on, you know, it could be on a ranch. These are also known as like Western romances. So this is with the cowboys, you know, it could be a rancher, it could be someone who works at like a dairy farm, or, you know, it could be a rodeo star. Like, those are just examples of it. This trope is actually growing in popularity. I was really surprised, but I mean, I can appreciate a cowboy, but it's just not my thing. It really, nah, the body's on my thing, but I'm not into the cowboy like romance. But as you can see, it's really popular. This one just caught my eye right away. So this is Master's Fate, and this is Rise of the Dominant. So this is a BDSM one, and as you can see, it is to the full volume. And of course, I would pick Red Phoenix. She's great, guys. I just gotta say, like, I can't wait to continue like reading like her books, you know, from what I've read too. Like, yes, okay. All right, so that is the end, guys. I tried to do a complete, I'm so sorry, but there's so many, I have to like rest my voice. But don't you worry, guys, I'll be back in probably a half an hour. But yeah, guys, that is part 1 of our updated complete overview tropes of the lovetropes.com website, guys. Definitely check it out. I mean, we still have so many more to go over. You see all these, guys? Look at all these tropes. Ooh, look at his rules, his game. Yeah, sexy. All right, no. No, well, we still have, I mean, a little bit more to go, but not that much though. Not that much. Okay. So when we come back, we're gonna be starting with Australian Hero. That's my horrible Australian accent there. All right, guys, but yeah, let me know, guys, what you think about the Love Tropes website. Have you used it? You love it? I love it. It's phenomenal. Okay, just go to lovetropes.com and you can find, guys, your own very steamy romance or very clean romance, or maybe a little bit in between. Okay, but of course, guys, you can keep in touch with me the following ways. I am both on the Instagram as well as Twitter, which is at bookshade and then the number 1. So guys, like I always say, remember that reading is Halloween. I'll be back, guys, in a few moments here. Thanks so much for watching.